Yeah, let's not use
And
that one. Let's not use I'm not going to give exact dates, but it was October of 2019. Erin and I first met at work. She had just been on a trip with cousin Alyssa to Italy. And while she was on that trip, I started at Deloitte. And her first day back, we had an office day, which is where everyone goes to the Deloitte office and you have a happy hour. And we were actually in the same meeting room. And yeah, so that's where we first met. I would say her favorite color is a light blue. No reason. I don't know why. I'm just thinking about our apartment and kind of the theme of the whole deal. And I think light blue is probably what she likes. Ooh, her Stanley mug. She has to have that Stanley at all times. It's like a really light pink and it stands out really well. And I just think that, everywhere she goes, she has to carry it around. And I'm glad that she's hydrated, but that thing is a unit. But also, I will say that I have one as well. So I'm kind of a hypocrite with that answer, but I'm not tugging it around everywhere I go like she is. Well, it's a lot. Um, Erin is a very clean person, which was definitely something I was seeking in terms of a life partner for sure. Not that I'm dirty, but I definitely need some structure in my life. And so one thing that I'll call out is she really hates how I load the dishwasher, which I think is really funny. And obviously, and I've seen this when I go back to visit her parents. There's literally a way to load the dishwasher, which I was not aware of. And so, every time I do it, she'll say thank you that you loaded the dishwasher. But then once I leave the room, she'll just completely reorganize the dishwasher because I did it wrong. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing that gets on her nerves is my ability to clean dishes. Nothing because she's perfect. Goodness. She really honestly doesn't know a whole lot of celebrities. It's kind of funny. Like I'll say, "Oh, it's so and so actor," and she's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, we watched that movie last night. Like, how do you not know who this person is?" However, since she's been in DC for the last few years and we've been going to a lot of Caps games, I'm gonna say her celebrity crush is probably Tom Wilson. So I actually think we're aligned on this, and I think that our favorite dessert as a couple is cheesecake. Which, yeah, she actually got me a cheesecake for my birthday, which was a couple weeks ago, which was really nice. I think she'll say cheesecake. Honestly, I think that's where her mind's at, but maybe I don't know my bride. We'll see. I'm gonna say anything Taylor Swift. I mean, I know her music taste is generally like new age pop type stuff. She likes Taylor Swift. She likes Dua Lipa. She likes some country songs, but I would say at the current moment, anything Taylor Swift. If you asked me to name 5 Taylor Swift songs, I couldn't do it. To be honest, I could probably name 3, but I think she probably knows the whole catalog. That's funny. It kind of goes back to my last answer. She really doesn't hate any chores, but the one thing that she really hates, and she always says, "Do you mind?" is taking the trash out. That's the one. Is she'll cook dinner and she'll start cleaning up and be like, "Will you take the trash out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." But but yes, that is something, and it's literally the easiest thing in the world in the apartment because you literally just pull the trash bag out and you walk a couple steps and you put it in the trash chute. Like it's not even a big deal. I don't know what it is, but yeah, she really hates it. Her hair. Yes, that's been the funniest thing is once we've started living together and we've started to learn what we spend money on, it's very amusing to me how much it costs to get a haircut, I would say, for a girl. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. And her hair looks beautiful, but I just can't figure out what costs so much about it, you know? Like I can't figure out why it costs $500 for the hair. I don't get it. My hair costs $30. Her hair costs 500. So I'm not sure if this was the first gift, but it's kind of a funny story. So it was definitely our first Christmas together. Um, so as I mentioned earlier, Erin is very type A, very into cleaning, which again I really appreciate. Um, but we had always talked about she was really looking for the Roomba, like the vacuum cleaner, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a great idea for a Christmas gift. I'm gonna get her the Roomba. And I remember I was talking with my mom and dad, and they were like, "What'd you get Erin for Christmas?" And I was like, "Oh, I got her a Roomba." And they were like, "What? Like, what is wrong with you?" And I was like, "No, it's not like that. Like, I promise you, I know you don't know her that well, but like, she really likes cleaning, and she's been talking about she wanted this Roomba." And they were like, "No, you have a lot to learn." And so I ended up returning the Roomba, and I ended up getting her another gift. I actually don't remember what I got her. But yeah, I definitely learned that day that you don't get your significant other a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Yeah, so I think she drinks a lot. No, she likes a lot of beverages. I think that the one beverage that's kind of the hot one right now is the espresso martini. We like espresso martinis for sure, and we've been making them at the apartment, which has been fun. I mean, that night after we had spent the day getting to know each other, I mean, we went to happy hour that night and we hung out. And I mean, I knew she was cool, but she was technically a year older than me in the firm, so I knew she was cool, and I knew I had eyes for her. But yeah, I would say the first day. It was definitely me, and it was definitely so. It was on our first date actually. We went to backstory. We'd known each other for a couple years. We'd been friends, and then we started dating right up in the start of the pandemic. After a couple months of pandemic, we started hanging out more. Once we knew it was safe, obviously. But we ended up. I went to her place and we walked around the monuments in DC, and I guess that's what we consider our first date. And yeah, and that's when I said I love you. I think what I would say, and I think we're both aligned on this, is we're really excited to have a family of our own. I mean, it's really cool to see, all of her cousins, Marissa, older cousins, etc., start their families, and I think that's really neat and something that I'm the oldest cousin. I guess I'm the second oldest cousin, but I hadn't really been exposed to people my age starting families, and so seeing all of the family events and stuff is really neat, and seeing all the kids and yeah, I think that's what we're most excited for.